G'day mate, and welcome to Cosmoteer with me, Jetty. Now, I've had a couple of people reach out to me in the last couple of days and say, have I seen this game? And I'm like, yes, I have seen this game. I've also consequently seen Sunrise a number of times. I had a chance to stream it over at Twitch about a month ago, just the demo. And I was only going to stream it for an hour or two, and then, well, 10 hours and Sunrise happened, and then because I hadn't learnt my mistake yet, I repeated the exact same mistake the very next day. So I definitely invite you to come follow over at Twitch, if you want to see some of these preview games I have a chance to try out before they go into full release. At the same time, being that we're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play, I ask a couple of things. One, you consider just letting me borrow a like. Just let me borrow a like till the end of the episode. If you weren't happy, by all means, you can have your like back, but I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it because I want to do things differently. I don't want to do a standard Let's Play. I want to do much more tutorial and structured like. I want to go through, well, the gameplay, but I also want to teach you along the way. And a couple of ways we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be talking about, the logistics and how the crew is set up and all that sort of stuff. But I'm also going to be sharing at the end of every episode the blueprint for the ship. Whatever we've upgraded the ship to, I want to share that at the end of every episode, which we're going to be posting over at Twitter. You'll again find, in the pinned comment down below, you'll find today's ship at the end of this episode. So I invite you to, again, follow me over at Twitter. But with that out of the way, we're going to be setting up a custom seat. It's one I've actually been using because it's slightly brutal. We're also going to be going for Captain Builder, Standard, and Plentiful. Why? Because I want to get a factory ship. I really want to get a factory ship up and running. And that's going to be require a little bit of extra crew, and I'm not a big fan of the whole grindiness to get extra crew. Hence, we're going to remove just a little bit of the grind so we can get that factory ship up and running, because I'd really like a second ship and a third ship. I still plan on optimizing the crew wherever possible, but more ships sounds better to me, right? Okay, with that out of the way and past Jetty of setting up the map, let's get into the game. All right, so we have our little ship, we have our little crew, and what makes this game, I think, so addictive is the fact that the ship is entirely up to you. You can build any sort of ship design you want, which we're going to be doing as the game progresses. Now, one thing I do recommend right from square one is we select all our guns, we change them to fire at target, and that's going to be our very first thing we're going to do. We're also going to set our first ship to F1 because we're going to be getting multiple ships in the future. We need to fly over the station and have a chat to them, and they're going to give us a bunch of quests to do, and we don't care what they are. We're just going to accept everything through to about there. Okay, we're not going to do this Destroy Pirate Base. That's a little bit too much level 6 quest when we first start, but everything else should be fine. So we just need to go and say hi to everything. So we navigate the map with a right click. We have an unknown signal over here, which will do something. It's probably going to be a warp gate, but we'll find that out in the future. Also, I'm going to... Oh, no, it's an asteroid field. Well, there you go. You. We'll be marking you. We'll be coming back for you later. It's a rarer, more expensive resource. Fugitive bounty. Okay, so we're going to have a chat to this fugitive. So we're going to right-click on him and pause the game. All right, we're going to right-click on him, which will have our ship fly over to him. Now, the first thing we're going to do is, as I said, it's going to be a bit of a tutorial series. So I'm going to talk you through what we're going to be doing as we're doing it. First off, I want a little bit more zoom on our ship. So I'm going to zoom that out a little bit because I'm not going to be looking at our ship too often. But as we can see, our ship has been said to go over here and say hi to him. Now, few things I want to do. First off, we have this little red marker. Our ship is going to fly up to this point and aim straight into his face. Maybe that's not ideal. This is our max range. Let's come sit out at max range. Max range definitely suits me better because he has a cannon. And cannons are bad. They have a habit of ripping through hulls, and we don't have much of a hull. So I want to go to max range, being out here. At the same time, I'm going to shift click to shoot down his cannon, which means my guns, which I didn't set up a group on, so we're going to control 1 so I can select them very, very easily from the other side of the map. I'm going to shoot just that gun. That's the only thing they're going to shoot, nothing else. We're going to go into combat at half game speed, and I'm not going to look at this picture. We're just going to look at his ship. I'm going to use this little picture up here to see our ship, and as we can see, we're already in full reverse thrust. And we are throwing laser bolts into that thing as fast as we can. Next target, after this has been taken out, we could take out thrusters and different things, but I won't take out the cockpit. If I take out the cockpit, it's dead in the water, literally. So that's going to be the plan. We have lost a thruster, that's for sure. It's unfortunate, it's painful. It's alright, we can do repairs. And we can either take out the cockpit or the reactor. The reactor has 4,000 hit points. The cockpit has 4,000 hit points. Unfortunately, he's reversing, and that means I need to shoot through his armor. But we should get through it pretty quickly. Hey, one dead ship. Alright, so we're going to wander over nice and close. And first off, we need to repair our ship. Now, to repair our ship, it will require me to have parts. I don't have parts. But, being we're out in space, we can salvage things. And as we can see, there's plenty of space junk already from our little fight. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our little people to salvage everything in that area. And they're going to get out and... ooh. Let's come back inside in case you come too close. Can I repair? Cool. That's a friend. The red type of friend. I.e. not the really friendly part. This is also the crew from the ship that we just, well, the pirates. The pirates. Okay. We're going to wander over here a little bit. Can I just pick up that stuff that's local? Nope, I cannot. Alright, we would like to face this direction in case he pops over. It's a pirate hunter. Pirate hunters are a little bit too big for us right now, and they roam around the sector randomly. But he's flown past. He's fine. We can go back to harvesting. So we're going to send the crew out to harvest all the scrap. We're going to also leave them a little bit behind. We're going to pick up that. That was our ship. And then we're going to head over here. And again, we're just going to salvage this. And the crew will actually bounce out, use welding tools and rip the old hull to pieces and hopefully put it all into our stores. The problem is we only have very, very little stores. We are very poor, don't have a lot of space to put things in, which is the very first thing we need to fix. We need more room to put more stuff. Also, well, I could do with more firepower. So we're going to pause the game. We're going to head into the builder mode, and there's this blueprint button here, this planning mode. I'm going to jump straight in there, and I have the ability to make another laser. So I'm going to put another laser there. And it's going to cost us 22 steel plus 11. What are they? Go away. Coils, right? Coils. I think it's coils. Also, we're going to throw some armor on our ship because well, our ship sucks and we're going to keep taking damage. So we're going to put a little bit of armor on here with the mirror mode on, just to give us a little bit more, hopefully strength. Resilience. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put an extra storage bank either side of our rear thrusters. It's going to cost us 130 steel, but we have, according to this, well, not a lot in storage, but there happens to be some space junk hanging around. So if I click that, notice most of the space junk goes away, and our stores are also much more empty. So we're going to send the crew back out to clean up whatever's left, because if we can't use it, we can sell it, and selling it gives us money. Alright, so that's our first friend taken out. Next is, what do we have? Fugitive bounty, clear an asteroid field. Alright, let's go the furthest one away, and we'll just clear off one or two of these guys. Now, as we can see, the crew is running around doing things, but occasionally, no, let's go around you. Occasionally, our lasers power down because the crew can't get the batteries in fast enough. Now, in this particular game, nobody invented an electrical cable to run power to different devices, so it all has to be run by little dudes moving around nuclear batteries from the reactor to whatever device needs power. Obviously, as we can see, we are 2 cannons down currently, about to be 3, because people are going to go pick up power right as we're going to combat. Perfect! Alright, we want to change this, and we want to move all the way back. Okay, so this is going to be where I want to have combat from. So I'm going to say save attack defaults. So now whenever I click on somebody, so if we just right click off you and then right click back on you, it's going to save it to this point. We're going to make sure we're well out of the way. Now I could also choose to attack from the left or the right, or just say, hey, swing around the back. There are many options, but for right now, I just want to say front and center. We don't really have the power to maneuver around somebody to, you know, shoot them in the back. All right, we're going to come in, and this particular ship has a disruptor, which powers down devices. It has a laser, just like ours does. It also has the cockpit right at the front. The cockpit is a nice soft target, as we just found out. And without a cockpit, the ship don't fly. So our plan is to take that out, unfortunately, everybody's gone for a coffee break. So this might not turn out as well as I would have hoped. But hopefully we can get in the kill. And anybody want to man the guns? Anybody? And he's faster than I am, so as we can see, I'm far too close. Okay, fine. We're going to take out laser. Oh, the cockpit's almost dead. We just need to shoot the cockpit, and we've lost a laser. There we go. Okay. We also lost some crew. They happen to be on the outside of the ship. They may have been shooting the guns at the time. Alright, we're going to hit repair all, and we'll go pick up the space debris. Maybe also pick up the crew member. Crew, back inside. Yeah, be careful flying away from your crew. It happens far too often. I have lost more than one faithful soldier to, well, flying away. Can somebody reach all the way over there? They can. Great. You catch up in a second, because I want to rip apart this. Alright, so we're going to rip apart another hull and see how much money we have, or how many materials we have when we're done, to further upgrade our ship. Because we can exchange our credits for more materials to upgrade our ship, or I could just use the previous ships we have found to get our upgrades that way. Alright, what can we do? So, I definitely know that we need more armor, we need more armaments, we need all sorts of things. What I want to do is I want to move the cannons forward and have an autosave. I want to move the armor forward. I want to move the engines out. We're going to go from a single crew quarter, well, a large one and a small one, to two large ones. We're going to put in a touch of armor. Where are we? Under here. We have armor right here. We have two airlocks, which is a little bit redundant, but okie dokie. We can, actually, if we turn off blueprint mode, we can pick up the fire extinguisher. Very, very important to have a fire extinguisher. Also, if you have a fire extinguisher, it's probably too late. We can move you to here and you to here. This is our two airlocks to let our people in and out. I don't have enough tiles to this side, but I can definitely put a larger storage on that side. Yeah, the ship might be a little bit off balance, but that's okay for right now. Can I also get a bigger engine? Can we go bigger engine, bigger engine? With the doors. Doors are very important. They let the crew in and out. They also, very important, are how fires spread through doors. Can I... It's always that case of I need one more tile. Actually, if we don't need the larger crew quarters yet. If I make that small again and bring that up, we should be able to put a larger storage in there. Great. That's going to be our little upgrade to our ship. Yes. Alright, it's more storage currently. A lot more storage. You may also notice that we've thrown everybody outside. It's perfectly fine. They will get their way back into the ship, and we can then go and say hi to somebody else. Alright, so we're powered up and ready to go. Let's go on to an unknown signal, and we'll see what we have there. Oh. Okay, let's talk about these markers. These markers are asteroids. Asteroids which are pre-marked with what item is in the asteroid, straight off your periodic table. So, you know, you have to remember science lessons from, you know, when you're a teenager. That one, in that case, is U for uranium, which is actually... We can probably mine some of this whilst we're here. So if I just mark the whole asteroid for mining, we can see, if I hold down Alt to get more information, there's a uranium deposit in soft material. So that'll get us 2 pieces of uranium. This is in a hard deposit. That'll get us 3 pieces of uranium. But their little arc welding tools are not strong enough to go through the harder material. We're going to need a bigger and better mining laser for that, which we will be getting in, hopefully, this episode. We're also going to call everybody inside. Yep. Okay. I need everybody to get inside. Come on. In the airlock. And we need to face that direction. because that's a lob already in the air. Alright, so I used the rotate tool to rotate in position. Unfortunately, the guy who was on his way in, well, the airlock moved on him. Okay, everybody's inside. There is a giant asteroid between us, which is perfect for me, because I want to go maximum reverse thrust and get some separation. On top of that, I want to shoot out your cannon, and that's a point defense. So that'll shoot back against, well, cannon shells, rockets, that sort of stuff. This is really his only offensive weapon. It's not terribly offensive. And the cockpit. The main point of a disruptor is to short-circuit enemy cannons, lasers, and shields. Yes. So he's not very offensive, but we are... well, he's shooting with the point defense. That's rude. Point defense can be an offensive weapon, and it's just peppering our sides. Oh, it took something out. That's rude. Well, you're all dead. Okay, now we're all dead. We're actually going to stop running backward, and we're going to run forward, because the closer I am, the better chance I have of hitting a broadside of a barn. Yep, and dead. Cool. All right. Repair. We're going to repair everything back up, and we want to, well, first off, we want to go over here and we want to click this, and then click this, and then collect that, and then collect all of him. And because I've upgraded our stores, we should hopefully be able to fit everything. Really? Rotate, face that way. Like I said, I went for an interesting seed intentionally. I didn't want to be bored. No, you're going to want to pass? Great. Okay, back to cleaning up hulls. Okay, and that won't all fit. Now, I have a couple of options. I could just leave this here, or we could bolt it to the outside of our hull. This is mainly steel plates. Mainly steel plates are armor. And mirror mode, please. Can I put some armor there with a touch of armor here and here? Sure, done. And I did that outside blueprint mode, so the resources got spent instantly, and they actually used the stuff in space first to improve the hull. All right, let's go on to, what's this, our second, our third, our fourth friendly spot. Say hi to a friend. All right, we're going to pop over here again. We're going to speed up the game till we get nice and close, and then slow it down when we get into range. That's FE, which is iron, and you have a bunch of point defense with the cockpit at the back, but you do have the reactor core right here. So we're going to hold down the shift. We're going to right click, say get rid of that cannon, that cannon, that cannon, that cannon. And then I'd really like you to put a couple of bullets into his reactor core. I'm pretty sure from seeing enough Star Wars and Star Trek that if you take out the reactor core, things go away. All right, so, we're also going to outrange him. That's also going to be very helpful. That's one gun down. That's two guns down. Yep, we missed entirely. It's 3 guns down. 4 guns. Cool. Also taking out his thrusters. Oh, he's dead in the water. We took out his thrusters instead. So, they're all stuck. And cannot move. And really? This is not going to leave me alone. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to face that way in case he decides to come and say hello, and we'll just clean up space. We will get back inside the hull. No, we're good. Alright, we're going to clean up space. Send the crew out, grab everything. He's literally circling me. Okay, and we don't want to actually mine the iron. Okay, and once again, there's more stuff outside. So again, we're going to head back in here. We're going to make some more modifications. We're going to select both sides with the select tool, and then I'm going to Control X to cut and slide it out by a tile, and then upgrade these 2 storages in place like so, and attach the other engine with a corridor. with that done, we're going to go back into armor, and we're going to put in some more armor cladding there and there. Make it so. And if we look at our stores now, 1, they're a little bit bigger. 2, they're a little bit more empty because, well, we bolted the outside of the ship. So now we're going to go collect this stuff again. And cool. All right, we're good. We're ready to go on again. We have an unknown signal, which we will pop out and say hello to. The more of the system we search, the more rewards we're going to get from our stations. Well, the sector. The more fame we'll get in the sector to hire more crew, which is actually the exact thing we're going to do. We're going to head back. We're going to sell our wares, also spend some of our money, and hopefully find some more crew, because more crew would definitely help me out. All right, so stop here at the station. We need to hail the station. Hello, what can I do for you? I'd like to have 5 grand, 5 grand, another 5 grand. On top of that, we'll notice our fame is up to 35. Now, I have 8 out of 8 crew, but I can hire a certain amount of crew to start with, providing I have the money. We're going to head into here. We're going to turn on blueprint mode, and first thing I want to do, because we've got mirroring on, is I'm going to upgrade our beds. Yes. That'll be the absolute first thing we do. So now we can hold more crew, a total of 12. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to hail the station, and I would like to, under this one, we're going to buy some blueprints. First blueprint I really want to buy is going to be the small shield generator. If we had shields at the front, obviously we'd take less damage. So that's going to be our very first plan. Now, if I look at my stores, we have 12 enriched uranium. Now, as for different items we can make, well, everything we're building so far has required power. Our engines require power from the reactor. Our lasers require power. Our brand new small shield generator I just bought also requires power. I can pop that there, but it's yet more power being used. If I hold down Alt and I hover over the small shield generator, we can see that it uses 0.01 power per second. My lasers, if I just remove the tool, my lasers need, where are we? 0.2 per shot, which is 0.27 per second. So these guys are using 1 power. My shield generator used another 0.1 power, so I'm up to 1.1 power. My reactor makes 1.5 per second, and my engines need another 0.1, so that's 0.4 between these guys, plus another 0.3. We're really maxing out the current reactor. So what I want to do is, I want to do 2 things. I want to upgrade the ship, and I want to have a better reactor. So we're going to go into blueprint mode, and, well, I want to upgrade the ship and add another reactor. So we're going to grab a small shield. We're going to aim it forward to make sure it's going to cover our guns, which also means that our crew will need to have access into these guns to be able to bring them in power cells. So we're going to put in, no, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the whole front of the ship. Cut, and slide it up a tile. Yes. All right. We're going to turn that off. We're going to move the shield over to one side. We're going to move the engines down. I can turn mirror mode back on for some of this. Yep, we're going to have the shields move back down. We're also going to put in... No, we're not going to do that. We are going to, grab a reactor, and I'm going to put a reactor here. Now, reactors are very handy. They provide power. They also go boom. Yes, going boom is bad. Very, very bad. Actually, we've still got 22 grand left. So currently, this says it costs us 56 steel, 125 copper, and 8 uranium. Now, I happen to have all of that in stock. So it's not actually costing me anything. It's all salvage so far. I'm not spending any of my money. I do need to spend some money on some new crew, because we're going to need more crew. The other thing we might be able to afford is a heavy laser blaster. We're going to buy one of those. Okay, back into here. All right. Can I get a heavy laser blaster, please? Where are we? Okay, so a laser does Where are we? Penetration resist -2 meters, and it does 400 damage per shot, which is 533 per second. Rate of fire 1.33 shots per second. Range, firing arc, turret speed, blah 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 blah. But this one uses a little bit more power, so 0.05 compared to 0.02. Also has a slightly higher rate of fire, which means more damage per second, which is really what we care about. Really, really, really what we care about. Uses about 3 times as much power, but also does about 3 times as much damage. So maybe that's going to stick out too far. That's probably going to stick out too far. Damn, I thought I had a great idea. It's all right. We'll use them in the not too distant future. All right. We're going to slam 2 of those on there. We're going to have to apply many, many, many doors. Can I turn off blueprint mode? Yep, many doors so the crew can actually get up there. We're also going to... Where's my armor? My armor. Put in armor blueprint mode right there. And also probably down the side. Let's do that, and then that, and then we'll put you here. That way you're completely covered. Put that in there, and that gives me not a lot of tiles. But hopefully, if I move the crew out, we put the airlocks up here at the front. That's the flight bridge, which we're going to have facing backward. I know, it's ridiculous, but it needs to have power, and there's power right there. Actually, we can put it hard up against that reactor. That's a better idea. All right, which then means we're going to come to crew quarters, and I sort of want an extra tile. You know what? I'm pretty sure we can cut the whole ship and slide it up a tile, and then grab some crew quarters, and turn back on mirror mode, and do that. Then apply a corridor in there. And that then gives me a little bit of area in here where we could probably put another storage. Like so. Cool. So this is going to cost me all the resources I have on hand, plus another $9,900, because I have to actually buy the resources, the 30 coils plus the 276 steel from the station. Now, I can definitely save some steel by not having that armor on there. We can live without that armor for the moment. I can also live without that armor, and that armor, and that armor, and that armor. So that's brought the price down a little bit. It sort of makes this side a little bit worrying. We might just put in a single corridor here, just so it sort of all connects together. And I think we can live with that. No, we're not going to. We're going to remove that, and we're going to remove that. We don't need those hanging on the back there just at the moment, so that brings us down to $2,700. Great. Still gives us plenty of money left over. Now, at the same time, I need to hire more crew. So we're going to go into the station. We're going to go into the crew selection, and I'm going to hire 15. Great. I now have 23 crew and 24 beds, and the station is all out of free crew. But we have a much, much more capable ship than we did just 5 seconds ago. It has weak spots, don't get me wrong. We can definitely have some stray shells come through and take out our engines again, or take out the crew quarters. As long as the crew are not in there, it's probably going to be okay. But we definitely have a more capable ship. All right, next thing we want to do is, obviously, we want to test out our ship. So we're going to pop over to, let's do this one. Let's do this one. We're going to pop out here and say hi to a bottom feeder. Oh, no, we're going to find out what an unknown signal is. Unknown signal is, this is C for carbon, which potentially gives us diamonds, which we are going to mark with one of these. We could write things in the marker, but I like just leaving it as custom marker, because it doesn't matter what it is. I marked it, therefore I want it. So we're going to head to the middle of this, because that should find a friend. And with our friend, we'll go across and say hello. Now, let's slow the game down to half speed, and you, sir, have... So you have the laser on the left, the point defense on the right, with a second point defense right beside it, behind it, and then the reactor. So we're going to say, take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out. That's going to be our plan. We're also going to double check But no, our range is about perfect. Good, because we did change the ship. We need to double check these things. Another thing we have to do is our laser blasters have all been rearranged. So this is the only laser blast they have as part of the original group number 1. I'm going to reset all those group number 1, and I need to set them to fire at target. I don't want them just wildly shooting at everything. I really want them to have aimed at specific things. And I just realized we don't have doors for these thrusters. Okay. Construction mode. Can I add a door here, a door here? Well, actually, mirror mode, please. Can I just pick those up or just... Oh, no, because then they'll run into the... Yeah, the exhaust will run into things. Undo a few times. Yeah, we'll have some doors. That way they can actually put energy in there and we can actually have thrusters. But till then, you know, we can go forward and sideways. All right, slow down the game. So, we completely missed the laser. That's fine. All my flight engineers went to the Stormtrooper Academy, and they got all their firing instructions from there. They went through hours and hours worth of rigorous training to definitely be able to shoot a blaster in a straight line. Meanwhile, we have taken no damage. It's all bouncing off the shield. Now, as long as our little minions keep delivering energy cells into the shield, it'll never go down. Considering it's right beside the reactor, it'll probably never go down. All right, we are going to blast our way through his... oh, we have a friend helping. A friend! This is the sector police. We can tell because they have the little icons. And we're going to pop a reactor. Pop a reactor. Ooh. Now, I don't mind the sector police helping out because they don't pick up the loot. Just we do. So we're going to crank up the game speed. If I go into here, no repair costs. None at all. But, come on. Once we've cleaned up the stuff that's further away, we'll slide a little bit closer. And closer again. And grab everything from here. Oh, we got another friend. I was going to be stopping after one. Come on, go. Dude, snap it faster. That's coming straight for us. Crap. Okay. You have a disruptor, a laser, and a... Oh, do I have enough time? So currently we have no shields. And yes, combat is about to start, but due to the mechanics of the game, we're going to add some quick armor before we go into combat. Because I can. I'm going to put armor there, we're going to put armor there, and I am going to swap that out. Yes, no. Cut, outer tile. Bigger storage. Yep, I'm good so far. And no, I don't have that much material. Okay, that looks like our armor plating. No, actually, can I get another piece of armor in here? Okay, that's our armor plating. Mr. Dude is outside. We would really prefer it if you were inside. And I'm not going to move the ship, so we're not going to target this guy. I'm just going to grab weapon system number 1, being our cannons across the front. And we are going to target that, followed by that, followed by that, and hope for the best, because we can't move whilst Ted's outside. In the ship, Ted. In the ship. Okay, so that disruptor cannon is obliterating our poor shield. Meanwhile, hopefully, our cannons are obliterating his disruptor. Almost. And done. And then we can move the game speed up a little bit, because now we only have a laser to worry about. Our shield should be back up and running. It is, so that just leaves this problem. And... come on. Excellent. Alright, move the ship forward. Repairs. There are none. There are none. Our shield held. No, our shield didn't hold. No, we have some repairs. So we can hit repair all. We can ask the boys to dismantle everything. Just collect all the loot in this area. Meanwhile, whilst they do that, we're going to head back in here, and I am definitely going to grab those bits, cut them, slide them out of tile. We're going to go back into storage. And actually, we want the game to be running whilst we're doing this. And I'd really like to have those storage boxes. 184 steel. So there we go. We've got enough. Click done. And we have bigger storage boxes. Also, wouldn't mind. We might just very quickly, just so we have rear access, pop. Go to blueprint mode. That way we get a price. Yep, we might just pop 2 airlocks at the back. Just so they have a little bit of a quicker access from when they get thrown out the back of the ship when bad things happen. But, okay, guys, I really don't need you to pick up the sulfur. Alright, but that is going to be our first little mission. That is going to be the end of the first episode. We've made a couple of upgrades to the ship. We're going to make more upgrades to the ship. More importantly, I am going to, if I can find the right spot, we are going to not deal with that combat till the next episode. We are going to ship editor. There's a way for me to save. Save. I'm going to be saving and sharing this map, this ship design. You should be able to those body shape corridors, tiles from a custom PNG. I'm pretty sure I can save this to a file that can be loaded later. I'm pretty sure I can save this. I'm going to save this and share this on my Discord server, and that's what we're going to be doing every episode. Every single episode, we will be sharing whatever upgrades have happened to our fleet, and I'll be sharing them on Discord for you guys. So you can load up the same ships, see what I did, see how I set up the crew, because that's something that we're really going to have to be managing. Crew is going to be difficult to manage as the series goes on, and I've just realized that I want to move you out of tile. Undo. Cancel. I want to move you out of time. That's it. There we go. Yes, managing the crew is going to be the biggest challenge, and I'm going to be using custom crew assignments and priorities, which we'll be getting into in the next couple of episodes. But this is episode 1. We've got our little ship. We've gone and decimated everything we've looked at. We've had a bunch of upgrades. We now have shields, which means repairs are cheap. Also, we have armor plating, basically so we can carry extra crap on our ship. And I'll see you guys in the next episode after somebody goes and picks up that uranium, because that stuff's worth a fortune. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more Cosmoteer with me, JD. And lastly, it's the first episode. I'd appreciate it if you give me a like. Give me a like, very, very much helps out the first episode and the channel. With all that said, thank you for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. See you guys very next episode. Bye.